Let's compare the FFT capabilities of the Regal MSO5000 series against the Rohde & Schwarz RTB2000 series. Both instruments are recently calibrated and the Rohde & Schwarz is running firmware version 2.202. Let's begin with looking at the RTB2000 series here. Currently I have an FM modulated signal that is modulated around 10 kHz with a 1 kHz span on either side. And currently we're looking at that in their FFT spectrum display. And I've already set the start and end positions of their span to be 8 kHz and 12 kHz. And then I've already set their RBW to 100 Hz. And what we can see here is their FFT of their signal itself. First thing we can do with their instrument is actually not in the FFT menu. We go into the cursor menu. We can then, once we're in the cursor menu, we can then do a couple things. We can actually track different peaks by using the next peak feature. And that'll display at the bottom of the screen. The other thing is if we turn the cursor off here and we go back to their FFT menu, we can do a couple things. We can go into their RBW settings and we can say set this to 1 Hz RBW rather easily. And then the other thing we can do is we can change the waveform display to allow us to put it into a max hold sort of view, which will show the FFT display over time at the maximum points. Now let's look at the MSO5000 series. To begin with, we are also showing the FFT response of the signal. And the first thing that we can do is we're same RBW as before, is we can go into the peak search functionality of the instrument itself. And within here, we can actually set the number of peaks we want to view. We can turn that on, and then we can actually go in and set our threshold so that we'll actually see the peaks being displayed in a peak table. The next thing that we can do is we can back off a little bit, and then we can go into we can change our RBW settings. And we'll change this out to, we'll also change this down to our 1 Hz RBW, just like before. And the way I'm doing this is with the horizontal scaling knob. And now that we've got our 1 Hz RBW, we can also go into different display modes, and we can actually turn on a color grade display, which will show our signal over time of every single frequency point, which is a great way to view our signals over an extended period of time. With the built-in peak search, the ability to detect multiple peaks, and the color grade display, the MSO5000 series has an improved FFT display over the RTB2000 series.